Good morning, one and all. We got a brand new one starting today. We're gonna go out and pick up a brand new loader. And this loader is actually made in Germany. I will be leasing this loader for the next few years, and then if I like it, all goes well, I'll be pulling the trigger on buying it. That's the agreement that I have set. One of the things I thought probably be important to bring up is since I started this YouTube channel, I do things a little bit different in my company. One of the things I do different is testing out different kinds of equipment, like today's loader, for instance. If I wasn't on YouTube and I was just running this company for myself, I would buy one brand only, and probably never change and take the good with the bad. But since starting this channel, I've expanded, and all I do is go out and try to experiment. Not all, but what I do is I go out and I try to find different pieces of equipment and experiment with all of them, because some of them are awesome, some of them not so much. But at least when I'm experimenting with them, it hopefully helps you guys decide which one is right for you. So let's go check out this brand new one and see how this thing looks. I hope it's gonna be, I'm looking so forward to this. I hope it's gonna be a great snowplow machine. Morning, Zach. Got the trailer hooked up. Yes, sir. Nice frosty morning today.
You got 2 drills on board that work with the binders.
How many chains we got?
How many do you need?
2? It's gonna be it's a big loader. It's a 12,000 pound loader.
That's why I was like, when I got the phones, I was like, yeah, maybe we should borrow the Dirt Monkey trailer. Because I don't know if your trailer can handle that, the tilt deck at least.
We'll find out. All right, so what do we got? We got 1, 2 chains. Where's the drills?
In the truck.
In the truck?
Yeah. Okay. Both of them in the truck, the DeWalt and the skill. So.
You haven't seen Frankie yet?
Frankie, no, I've been loading up stuff, so.
Loading up wood? So, Frankie, 63-year-old man, split all of this wood by himself, and a lot of it by hand. So the big ones, like see these right here, he can't lift that onto the splitter, so he'd take the splitting maul and he would split that down until he could lift it onto the splitter, and then he'd take it from there. I swear to God, that man's gonna outlive all of us.
He will.
He doesn't stop. He's like a freaking machine.
No, that's why I say the day that Frankie retires is the day the world's gonna stop spinning.
Frank the Tank. All right, let's go get a new loader. All right, guys, this is Trenchers Plus. It's in Burnsville, Minnesota, and they handle Mechalak. You can see they got a 6 MCR right there, and they've got a whole slew of these Mechalak loaders, and that's the loader I'm getting. I'm gonna get a Mechalak. I think it's an AX 1000. This is the MCL 8. This is a little bit smaller. The one I'm getting is, I think it's a 74 horsepower machine. Comes in just about 12,000 pounds. It's not this one, but this is what it looks like. And I'm leasing to own it. So we should, you know, if you guys want to talk about leasing and buying options, I learned a lot about leasing, renting, and buying equipment and when to do which one. And since I learned that, I never leased anything ever in my life. And now I've been leasing more and more equipment because there's so many tax advantages to leasing. And if I want to own it, I've got dollar buyouts on some equipment. Some of them I know I'm never gonna own. I just want to keep leasing and trading. And if you want to learn more, put it in the comments down below, and I'll do a full video on all of the advantages to each situation. But let's go in here and see what we got cooking. Trenchers Plus. Howdy, howdy. How are you, sir?
Good, you?
Doing good. Wipe your feet, people. Don't forget, wipe your feet. Howdy, is John around? Is he back there? John, camera's on. Put your pants on.
How we doing?
How are you, John?
Doing well,
Good
thank you.
to see you. Good to see you. John and I, we've worked together for quite a few years now
There you
doing
go.
stuff. So,
Well, it's all good.
but you got a machine of mine.
We're
I'm
all
like,
ready for you.
dude, I'm like a kid in a candy store. I've waited for so long for this machine. It's been about 4 months
Yeah.
that I've been waiting for this to come in and get ready. So,
And we've been holding the snow off just for Stan.
thank you. Now let's bring it on.
All
Bring
right,
on the
all right.
snow. All right, guys, you probably know Monty from the past. Monty, what machines did we go through? The Mechalak MC8?
The MCR 8, the 6, the axe loader, the swing loader,
The swing loader? Yeah,
kinds of fun.
yeah. So how much, do you know how much this AX1000 weighs?
Oh boy, it's just shy. I believe, I've double checked, but I believe it's just shy under 13,000.
Okay, yeah, I think it's 12. I know it's in the 12. Is this mine?
Right here.
Nice. Oh, look, I even got a slow moving sign on the back.
Yes.
Is that normal?
This slow movement, yeah, they're all on there.
They're all on there.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see them on any of the other ones, but
Those are little ones, but yeah.
nice, nice. Perfect. Going down the road. Okay, here we go. 74 horsepower Deutz.
Correct.
Yep. Okay,
Correct.
perfect. And I bought an adapter plate. So this adapter plate right here, so I bought this extra. This allows me to take this machine and hook it up to any standard skid steer attachment.
Correct.
Right? So that does not come with it.
No.
But the forks that you have on here, these are plug and play forks. The Mechalak does have the ability to just to hook up to its own set of unique forks.
Correct.
Right? Okay. This is what's called the mono boom design, is that?
Correct, yes. And then, so when you're inside the cab, the visibility on it is just excellent. You don't have the dual arms there.
Yep.
On the cylinder and stuff. It's
And
great visibility.
And everything is protected. I like that. Everything is protected under here. So if you're using this as a loader, and you get a piece of concrete that falls backwards on you, at least your vital components are protected. You may ding that up, but it is what it is.
Exactly. These lines right here, you line up them lines, and once those are straight across level, then you know your bucket's level to the ground.
Okay.
All right.
Now these couplers that we have right here, these you guys put on yourself because they cut.
In Europe, they come with 2 males, and it's a different type of fitting. We put on the regular U.S. standard skid steer flush face, so any skid steer attachment will just plug in.
Okay. Want to take me around to the back and show me where the heart of the machine is, Monty? So talk me through this thing.
All right, so here's your fuel tank. So it's kind of nice. You can lock if you're sitting out, you can obviously close the lid, lock the door, nobody can tamper with your fuel tank.
Okay.
Oh, check your engine oil. If it's low, engine oil fill. That's your brake reservoir. Hydraulic tank reservoir.
Now this is 74, so this does not require DEF.
There's no DEF. There's no emission on there.
Now these do have a hitch pin on the back.
And what that hitch pin also is too is when you're trailering. So anything time with an articulated machine, when you're trailering it, you have the machine straight and you put it down into this hole.
So
right there.
so that way your machine
So then
can't go.
you'll keep your chains tight, because articulated machines, they always wiggle and they get loose.
Yep.
Your chains get loose.
So you gotta tighten down your machine before you go down the road with it. And I gotta do that. Remind me to do that. I always forget.
Inside here, there's a square knob right here. It's on the keychain. You pop this off, and this is where your battery is, your fuses, all the good stuff.
Well, let's open it up. Let's pop it up. Now this machine also, if we can open up that side window, has pilot controls. So they have changed this around. So this is the new pilot control system, which allows you to control the functions of your loader right from the stick. So that is a new update. That's brand new. Okay, so here we go. Oh, it's got a kill switch?
Kill switch, battery, fuses, all nice. Everything's all nice.
I love these things.
Yes.
These things are the freaking best.
Right.
Well, I don't know why. Every single piece of equipment in
They
planet
should
Earth,
have a manual shut off.
manual shut off. You never, you know, your batteries will never be dead.
And it's kind of nice with these. It's out of the way. People ain't gonna know it's there.
Right. Let me see that key once. Oh, that's a weird key.
And I almost think it's a 1/4-inch socket, maybe 3/8. I don't know. But without that, you ain't gonna open it.
And so, what are we looking at in this end of it, right in here, Bonnie? Anything we need to know about?
No, just all your grease points and all your grease points. Those are, make sure you grease your boom. It's up there, down here in the bucket, there. So, yeah. This one here, it's got when you're just mobiling in high range.
Yep.
You cannot hit the diff lock, okay?
Okay.
When you're in turtle or in low range, you can hit the diff locks. You'll stay in diff lock till 3 miles an hour, then it kicks off.
Automatically?
Automatically. You can hold.
Where's diff lock on it?
Diff lock is that yellow button right here. So if you have the machine in high, and you got to hold the button down to have the diff lock going. If your machine in high and you say go on the diff lock gauge is that the light isn't showing up on the gauge or in the dash, and it won't because you can't use diff lock in high range.
Okay.
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 So, yeah.
All
You
right.
got your throttle. You can fix your throttle so where it's you have a high where the thing's revving fast, so then you can slowly push, but you have a lot of R's if you want.
So your hydraulics all function the same,
Correct,
but your
correct.
speed doesn't have to. So you got a creeper pedal in it?
Yes, it's your foot pedal.
What the heck is this bright yellow thing?
That is a wheel chock.
That comes with a wheel chock?
Standard with the wheel chock. Don't ask me why.
Don't ask me why either, but what the heck? So I love these cabs. These cabs are just insane.
Yes, nice visibility. You got a sunscreen. You can pull that, block the sun if it's too bright. That's kind of nice. Your controls right here. This here is your ride control.
Okay.
So when you're driving with your big snow push, it ain't the boom will shock and not the whole machine rocking.
Okay.
This one here, you hit to turn on your air conditioner switch.
We use that about 3 days a week.
Rear window defrost. Your strobe light, auxiliary lights.
Okay.
Then up here is your heater, fan blower, temperature.
Nice and simple.
Yes. More lights. Your rear window or your rear window wiper.
Yep.
This one here, if you put a blower or a broom on there, you hit that down, that's for continuous hydraulics.
Okay.
So it's all, yes.
Okay.
All right, these switches, should go over these here. This one's your forward, reverse. This one here is a momentary switch for your hydraulics. If let's say you want to swing a blade or hit your grapple operation, just hit that to open or close.
Nice.
These here, it doesn't matter which one, that'll click it into turtle or high range. So those do the same thing, whatever one you want to hit. Comes with your manuals. Here's your strobe light. This switch here, this one's an important one. So let's say you raise up your plow a little bit and you got a mobile a couple of blocks. It's always good to shut that off. So if you bump your joystick, you can't accidentally drop your snow blade on the ground.
So it locks?
It demobilizes that so you can, no functions will work until that is operated. Turn signals, windshield wipers, horn, all that stuff on this lever. Parking brake, all your seat functions. You can make it real comfy.
Is there a break-in?
After 50 hours, you should change the engine oil. That's just like any new piece of equipment.
Okay. Well, that went pretty well. She's on, loaded, done. Dropping her off. This is where we got to be at. Think everything went well that way. Let's see what we got for a pusher over here. So believe it or not, this is getting weird. My Kubota SVL 97-2 is actually my most high-powered piece of snow plowing equipment. And it's just a skid loader. It's more powerful than my sledge, which let's just see if we've got a flat tire on that. Freaking sledge always has a flat tire. That thing, I gotta get new tires. No flat tire? What? What? But the sledge moves the most snow because we've got this 15, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections. Each section's 2.5 feet. So what do we got? What are we gonna put on this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. So we're gonna leave it that way. We're gonna leave the biggest pusher on the SVL 97-2, and we'll put the next biggest one we got available, Booger. This pusher's 28 years old. Lucas and Blake and I rebuilt this thing at their shop, just using standard parts. But we'll put that one on for now. We'll have our 3 pieces ready to go. So let's pop her off and let's go. Let's see how tight our chains are real quick. That's tight. Yep. The back's got loose. I don't know why. Oh, that's really loose. Front is tight. Backs are loose. But she handled it fine. 3/4 ton pickup truck. Hiking a 13,000 pound loader down the road on my Diamond C. Freaking love that trailer. What do we grab, yellow or red? Oh, it's not the red you guys thought. Ha 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 ha. I know, you guys were thinking it was a Milwaukee. It's a skill. Cause you guys are like, grab the red. Wait a minute, no. Actually, I like skill. No, I'm not cussing and swearing. Skill, for stuff like this, they're great. You know why? Because the battery on the skills have a built-in charger for your phones and for your other stuff. Lazy Americans! Lazy Americans! I heard someone say once when I was making a video about these things. No, we're not lazy, we just work smarter. And now my chains are all ready to go. So the total load on this trailer did come in at around 13,000 pounds when you add the weight of the forks in the bucket and that adapter plate going along for the ride. Ran out of battery. All right. The auto detach inside there, I love it. I mean, the sledge has auto detach too, and the sledge is like 5 buttons you got to do in a certain order, and if you're lucky and it's the second Wednesday of the 3rd month of the year, it'll work just right for you. With this thing, it was just like dink dink and I'm off, but I still got to hook up. Let's see how this goes. That was it. You seen it? It's now the universal plate attack. Gotta love it when stuff isn't as difficult as other stuff. All right, now we're gonna hook up to Booger. Lucy, we're gonna call her Lucy. My coonhound, you guys remember my coonhound Lucy? Well, she got cancer and died because that's what happens to old dogs. We're gonna hook up to Lucille, my snow pusher here, and get her ready to go for if Mother Nature ever decides it's gonna snow. And yes, it did hook up that easy. Dang, damn it. See, every time I do stuff, it looks so easy. Then when my guys do it and they have problems, I'm like, you're like a dime holding up $1. But I do know that stuff happens and not everything always goes the way you want it to, but today it is. It's all going the way I want it to. Woohoo! All right, What's that, Dirt Monkey? You think we should plow that? Okay. I say you're right. Let's do some plowing because we haven't plowed anything yet once this year. Oh, we're gonna flip up our back tailgate. You know why we're gonna do that right now? You ever driven down the road with your tailgate down because you forgot it? If the answer is yes, then you're just like me. Except that would hurt. And then we'll put the Kubota back. I love that Kubota skid loader. Some of you guys want to know, what do you want to know what I think of all this equipment? Honestly, I love the Arctic snow pushers, the straight pushers. The best straight pusher I've ever had in my life. I love this Mechalak AX1000. The sledge is so-so. Fell out of love with the sledge when the technician came out and he's like, well, it'd be nice if I could figure stuff out if it wasn't all in Chinese. And I'm like, you're not supposed to tell me that. But he did. And I've heard that many times since then. And she's got 300-400 hours and she's had a number of problems. Would I buy it again for $64,000 brand new in the box for just snow plowing? Yeah, probably. But this one right here, this Kubota SVL 97-2, that and the ASV are my two favorite skid loaders of all time. And it's the ASV. What the heck, which one is it? The RT75 and this one are my two favorite skid loaders of all time. So let's move a little bit of snow, eh? All right, here's where she gets good. I like this brake. It's a mechanical brake. I do like that brake. Forward, reverse are right here. Simple, straightforward. There's your, it's called pilot controls. To me, that turns us into the ultimate snowplow machine because everything is just right within your reach right there. We'll clean up this little edge here, so boom, down. Diff lock. This machine does have diff lock. So, and it's a lot, you gotta hold the diff lock, which is great. I think that's great. I like that fact. I don't wanna lock it in and leave it locked in because you forget it and then you tear up your machine. What I'm talking about is if you've ever put your truck in four-wheel drive and then forgot you left it in four-wheel drive and driven down the highway when you didn't need it, well, that's the same thing you can do in a loader, except it tears it up pretty fast. Yeah, to me, this might be the ultimate snowplow loader. Just the way it's set up with this visibility, high range. I mean, this is just, I love this thing. All right, guys, I'm going to jump in here because I filmed this a couple weeks ago, and since then we did get a plowable snow event, and this was the only machine I jumped into because I really wanted to give it a good test run. And after I got into it for just a few minutes, it became pretty apparent that everything that my gut was telling me that this was going to be a really good loader was actually absolutely true. Those pilot controls on that stick, freaking phenomenal. That diff lock out up there, absolutely. And it was about 17 degrees the first time that I tried to fire this thing up, and she just went and took off. Fired up on the third go. The glow plugs didn't even turn on. So this thing's it's a workhorse. It wants to go to work. I'm really pumped about this machine. Now, of course, time will only tell how well she holds up, but my initial impressions, my gut is telling me this thing is absolutely everything that I wanted it to be in a snowplow machine. Giant wide open visibility, a lot of push power for the amount of weight of the machine. I do gotta upgrade those tires. But cold starting, it had zero issues on it. Super easy layout, nice easy way to operate this thing. So far, this thing has been everything that I thought it would be and a little bit more, but we will find out for sure because there's more to come. In fact, 2 videos are coming out really soon. 1, I do a full ride along with you guys so you can just be in the machine with me. And 2, I've got a snowplow video finally coming out. But let's get back into this one. And now we want to go into high speed. Just hit the button and now we're in high speed. Now we cannot diff lock. If we want to diff lock, we go down and we hit either button. I do like that. Now we're in turtle mode, and then the orange button Now I'm diff locked out, which means I'm locking front and back together, giving me extra push power. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say except for bring it on, Mother Nature. Bring it on. 2 inches of snow. Technically 5 inches of snow all winter long, and it's January. Normally by now we have closer to 25 inches. But here's what's gonna happen. January's not gonna be too much. February is gonna start to pick up, be normal. March and April are gonna be hell. March is gonna be really hardcore. That's my prediction. What do you think winter's gonna do? They're talking about El Nino. Well, we get a lot of snow when it gets warmer around these parts. So when it gets warmer and the systems start to amp up, we're gonna get it. But we're gonna park this for now. We got a full tank of fuel, pushers hooked up. I'd say we're ready to go. And I'd say that's gonna call it for this video. We are going to remember to put our kill switch on. I absolutely love a loader with a kill switch. Lock this up. A loader with a kill switch makes all the difference in the world. We gotta put everything away before we can call it a day. We'll leave the hood right up. Green means go, green means go, green means go. Tuck these right in. Make it a little harder to steal my buckets. Oh, sorry. That overhead door. I do like that overhead door now. I do. Some of you guys were like, oh, you gotta try it, Dirt Monkey, you gotta try the overhead door. And I'm like, you're nuts, I'm gonna hate the overhead door. And you're right, I like it. I like the overhead door. It works amazing. I have clonked my head on it a few times, but that's from my own stupidity, nobody else's. I can't blame the overhead door, blame myself. Got the new tracks on her, she's good to go. Man, I got all this equipment ready to go. Now I just need some cooperation from Mother Nature, but that's it for this one. God bless you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Come along for the ride. We're going to be hopefully testing this thing out sooner than later. God bless. Go get them. See you guys on another one.